just love that. That is just like the most wonderful, the most beautiful sound ever. In my previous Left 4 Dead videos, we checked out some Left 4 Dead 1 soundtracks. We're gonna move ahead to Left 4 Dead 2 in this video. And remember, all these song choices are mostly coming from your suggestions. So let me know what you want me to listen next. Hello, I'm Lion Might. I'm a composer, music producer, and violinist for over 25 years. And if a professional musician's expertise interests you, you're in the right place. Now on to the music. This is called The Saints Will Never Come. I wonder if this is related to the jazz standard, The Saints Will Go Marching In. We'll see. It definitely is a reference to that. That was a cool Cuphead song. Just kidding. Brass band, big band, but this is like the older style of jazz band. There's not even like a complete rhythm section. It's just a marching band setting where there's a bass drum and a snare drum. In a typical big band, you would have keyboard, string section, bass player, the whole shebang. But this is the old school big band style. It is more intimate, more chamber music, better for a smaller venue. Is it called, I think, kind of like Louisiana jazz? This is Dead Easy. Banjo, I think. Okay, wow. First off, that is my first time to hear a banjo used like that. It is obviously a twangy banjo sound, but it's used in such a modern sounding way that is not usually associated with traditional banjo music. But then again, oh my God, this is genius. I know that a lot of you have mentioned that the setting of the game is southern, so there's lots of Louisiana jazz, blues rock elements. Yes, but this piece, Dead Easy, just even leveled up the merging of the aesthetics from Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2. Listen to this carefully. It starts like this, very much related to Left 4 Dead 1. It starts in a cacophonic, dissonant, but orchestral style. Very orchestral horror sound. This is genius. This is using the same instruments to create this wall of fear with the dissonant sounds and then slowly making it into a sort of brass band march kind of jazz piece, but you can still hear the fear. I can imagine, this is the imagery in my head. The fear sound, the dissonant sound, it's like you're seeing a bog, like a swamp, an acidic swamp. Everywhere is surrounded by, you know, danger, terror. It's an acidic swamp or something, a bog. And the stench of the bog is being represented by this dissonant sound. You can just imagine fumes, poisonous acid emanating everywhere. And then slowly, zombies with instruments, one by one, rise from the bog and start playing this music. A zombie jazz band. Even the way they appear in the music starts so lazy, and then they slowly pick up a rhythm. Yeah, it's a zombie parade, it's a dead man's parade or something like that. Even though they're playing happy sounding music, if you listen closely to the surrounding sounds, the other instruments are muddying up the sound by adding some dissonances. Like wailing to kind of dirty up the happiness of the piece, to add some dissonances, to add some sour sound to it. See? The instruments are like wailing cats. They're dirtying up the happy sound. They're just having fun. And one of the instruments is just like making cat wailing noise out of the trumpet. And the scene shifts. It's now a modern spy vibe or something. Your next mission. Okay, the banjo was perfect for that because let me go back to the Left 4 Dead. The banjo is the perfect foil for the Left 4 Dead 2 because going back to Left 4 Dead 1, the piece called Left 4 Dead. Yeah, it's... There's a certain nasal voice to it. There's a nasal, like a very nasal sound quality. And the banjo is kind of like has this twangy nasal sound quality as well. But listen to this. They're doing the melody. Very slow, spread out, but it's still the same leitmotif. The theme of Left 4 Dead. And here you go. They didn't finish the melody again, like No Mercy. They snuck in the theme of Left 4 Dead somewhere there, and you will only notice it if you're already familiar with the music or you're just looking for it. But it's very sneakily added in, and that's just genius composition right there. Be the first to see my videos at least 1 hour ahead of everyone by supporting the channel via YouTube memberships or Patreon. And keep the videos coming. Links in the description. This is called The Monsters Within. What? Wow, okay, I want to check something. Because that intro, dun, 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 in Left 4 Dead 1, they used that same style of intro, but they then proceeded to use electronic drums. I want to compare that exact measure right now, just for fun. Why not? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, this is more 80s synth action style, which is more like a 1970s Mission Impossible, 1970s James Bond. Maybe it fit that vibe more. But the Left 4 Dead 2 Monsters Within, wow, this is... Okay, let's listen. Okay, the intro is a thinner ensemble of brasses. It's thinner, it's more like small room instead of a large orchestra. And this is just a dun, dun, dun. It's just like a huge sound. Okay. So it is kind of a mirror arrangement of Monsters Within from Left 4 Dead 1. But this time, Monsters Within from Left 4 Dead 2 is the perfect marriage already of the aesthetic that they chose for Left 4 Dead 2, which is more blues, rock, country kind of music, as opposed to the more orchestral symphonic style of Left 4 Dead 1, especially with this part. Yeah, this one is definitely blues rock. Very shuffled. Yes, brass instruments and then blues shuffle and then boom, dun 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 dun. The return of the horror piano. I call that horror piano. When you find a piano wherever you are and then you want to try to make scary sounds, you just play random notes on the lower register of the piano. And horror movies have made that concept into art, using the lower register of the piano to convey horror music. So I just call that horror piano. This one. That is an interesting interval. But I love that it has become a signature musical sound effect / jingle for what it seems like pivotal events in the soundtrack of Left 4 Dead. Beautiful. Pile of Bile, Puddle of You. Wow. It's only 24 seconds, but that is a very visual title. What? Okay, first off, this is the sound palette from Left 4 Dead 1, which is the more symphonic style, brasses, the return of the dissonant piano, and what a return! Do you hear this? They destroy the piano pretty much. Those are piano strings. You open the grand piano and you hammer the piano strings, which means somewhere out there while recording this, a piano was probably smashed to pieces. We do not know. I'm sure Valve footed the bill for that. Listen to this. If you hear, there's also a kind of Hans Zimmer thing to do, which is add tick-tocking clock sound. Adding the sound of a ticking clock, that is a very much a kind of a cinematic trope. It is very much associated with anxiety or time pressure, time limit, your time is limited. So I think one of the easiest shortcuts to just add the clock sound and use it as the tempo of your piece, that will create tension immediately. I just want to hear those hammering piano sounds again. Don't you just love that? That is just like the most wonderful, the most beautiful sound ever. But one thing I also noticed, like this, I didn't notice it before, but look at this. There's also a female vocal. I want to analyze the build-up they used for this. The brasses are just doubling the tempo of the clock. It's kind of like a troll. Hurry up. One last time. I just want to hear this piano sound again. Beautiful. Oh my God. I wonder, and this is just me coming up with theories. It's just a theory. But I wonder if they took turns in the studio in hammering that piano. Maybe they gave Gabe Newell a turn? The songs I feature are based heavily on your collective voices. So use the comments or the suggestion form in the description. Now here's another video for you to enjoy.